Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Madhu. I help people to bring their own potential with the specific strategies and tricks what I had learned over the years. Today I'm going to talk about how effectively you need to lead your day, which is going to help you in many forms if you put that discipline and practice in place. Let's dive into it. See, during the day, uh, whether you're working, you're in a business, whichever the form, at some point of time we start our work. Perhaps imagine that you start your work at 9 o'clock till say 5 you work. So you have the period where your energy levels are very high, where you're super active in the mornings, and eventually post lunch, your energy levels goes down. You see, it doesn't matter how we start our day. Our days are going to be full of distractions. But how you can keep your focus on the most important things and how you accomplish end of the day to your satisfaction is most important thing. Now I find the daily tasks, if you're an employee, so there are many things which comes in form of your emails, in form of your telephone, in form of your daily activities and a day-to-day how you interact, and in form of a corporate governance, things which you need to comply, xyz. So there are things that what you need to follow is that on a daily task. When you look at a mail, when you look at a call before you're taking a note, can you be able to complete the task less than 2 minutes? There are things that you can do. Probably it's just a delegating to someone. Probably your decision is required yes or no, or probably the things like which you already have an answer, but your subordinates are expecting you to explain to go ahead xyz. So always ask, can you handle or can you close that email less than 2 minutes to out of your action. See, it's very important when you see the email, there is some action you need to take. That's why it's meant for you. Particularly, not the ones which I'm referring to, the CCs and BCCs. There are, people just send the CCs just because, the other people are working. That's a different story. But the email which is completely marked for you. So those are the things. First thing what you need to do is ask yourself, can you be able to answer or delegate that less than a minute or two? If you can do it right away. Don't postpone that. And there are things that you need to take sometimes which require more energy. Sometimes certain things which involve the team building, taking decisions, involving, getting the information, gathering the information before you're answering the mails, which requires your team support, xyz. So that requires probably in your daily activity, you probably still can keep it. So but sure that you need to, you know for sure that you can accomplish that specific mail, a specific message less than 8 hours of the time. So you focus, you already throw the things what needs to be accomplished for the support required, and then you have a follow-up for the next half of the day. But there are things that you cannot do, which you pretty much, based on the circumstances you are in, so pretty much you can put that in a weekly list. So whereas every day you need to look at it, but on a weekly basis, so maybe there are follow-ups which requires. Then maybe you need to have a monthly and yearly. See, there are certain projects you are doing, certain things that which is not in your hands, but you did your part. But maybe in a month's time there is some deliveries coming. There is a month's time that you need to follow certain schedules, so on and so forth. So that goes in your monthly and yearly. So that is one way of doing your emails. Telephones, exactly the same thing. Telephones are pretty much more of an urgencies and emergencies. And again, you differentiate between what is urgent and what is an emergency. Emergency is something that it's on your neck, so you need to take immediate action for whatever the reason. So even though that you have a 10 tasks to accomplish, pretty much that will be on top of your priority. Okay, that's how most of the time our days get messed up. So pretty much, and those are the times that you need to, but you need to differentiate, is it an urgent thing, is it an emergency thing? So when you be able to take a call and take your calm yourself down and see how you can deal that kind of situations on a telephones. And then it can come in a different type of audits. You need to have a daily, weekly, monthly and yearly chart. Okay, So just to sum up a little bit, at your hand, whatever is at your hand, can you be able to do it 2 minutes or less? Or if you have 8 hours, I would suggest you to focus the more energetic things first half of the hour, because that's where your energy levels are very high. And then second half, you still can follow, but then your energy levels are the same as good as it was in the morning. So that you need to differentiate as well. When you get into the weekly, as I said, what is in your hands, but it requires your team support or team efforts where you still need to follow up, and a monthly waiting for list, which is not in your hand, but you still have a follow up. Most important thing is that, because see, this task every day you're having it, weekly task every day you need to review it, but then the daily tasks will not stop. It's not only the same thing that what we had yesterday, that you finish and your day is done, your month is done. It's going to be ongoing process, but then how you put in the right places and how you deal that first four of your energy is what most important things make you to succeed, and end of the day that you had achieved something worthwhile. Now, the most very important thing I always emphasize on reviewing, you need to have a dedicated time to review all the pending tasks once in a week. This is must and mandatory. If you can do it, if you're in a senior positions, if you can do it once in 3 days, well and good. But you must go through your review list once in a week. You dedicate your time for first 4 hours of your last week, or the starting of your week is pretty much, if it is busy, pretty much on Fridays evenings or Saturdays, you need to pretty much on Fridays you need to schedule that first 1, 2, 3, 4 hours, depends on number of things you have, so that you can have a good track and good follow-up for the coming week. And which is very important, there are things that we do, if we don't have a proper record or proper schedules or proper things in place, uh, at times that we do depend a lot on the calendars. But having yourself reviewing, writing on your own, and looking at your the to-do list, and the reviewing is the most important things. If you do that continuously, I'm sure you see your productivity going up immensely. If you focus on this daily, weekly, monthly, and reviewing that first 3 to 4 hours every week, knowing where you stand and what is the way forward is most important thing. And do leave your comments and thoughts on how you plan your day. Maybe we can share the best practices, what you are doing it, and then people around us can benefit through it. With that note, I would like to leave you. See you on the next episode. Thank you very much. Be good, do good, and influence people around you. Thank you.